Thank you, Bernard. And Mr. Mayor, councillors, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of all candidates who stand for human rights and human dignity, I welcome you today to the design review of the Tamil Genocide Memorial Monument. And thank you for being here and for your support to this initiative to establish a monument to remember the Tamil Genocide and the people who perished in Mulivaikal. Now, humanity has seen tragedies and genocides over its history. Some of them are remembered very well and they are well documented. Some others are not so. Nonetheless, the pain and suffering that people feel by those atrocities is universal. The agony doesn't depend on where the genocide occurred. The agony is universal. The world has to understand and acknowledge the pain of those who suffer from the genocides. Now, what's more heart-wrenching than that agony or than that anguish is the inaction of the world when those brutal atrocities were taking place. What's more heart-wrenching is the silence of the world when attempts are made to erase history or to whitewash the atrocities. What's more heart-wrenching is the inability of those people back home to even commemorate the memory of those souls that were lost in the genocide. Now, what's heart-wrenching is the feeling, is the fear that the world has abandoned or the world has forgotten or the world does not care about this genocide or treats this as second class. Today, you in Brampton are saying loud and clear that Tamil genocide is no different than any genocide. You say it ought to be condemned equally strongly and it ought to be remembered equally solemnly. Today, Brampton is taking a step to tell the world that one of the worst atrocities of this 21st century, the killings in Mulivaikal, will not be forgotten and cannot be erased from history. Today, Brampton is telling the Tamil people that they have a right to commemorate the memory of their loved ones, the victims of the genocide, without fear of repercussions. Currently, the challenge people have back home, that they are not even allowed or permitted to commemorate their losses. You are setting a stage, you are sending a message to the world that you can't do that. You have a right to commemorate your losses. And today, the city of Brampton stands tall, and it stands as a beacon of hope among the millions of Tamils who are spread across the world. Now, this is but one step in the right direction as Tamils seek justice and peace. True reconciliation is only possible when the perpetrators of these crimes are brought to justice and justice is served for the victims who yearn for it. While the killings may have stopped in the island, other forms of genocide, such as cultural, religious, and economical, are still going on in the island. We hope that the international pressure and the actions at the United Nations and its agencies would continue until justice is served and true peace is restored. The establishment of this memorial would accelerate the healing of those who are still suffering from the horrific memories. This monument will be cherished and revered by Tamils all over the world. Now, let me now speak to this monument, the design of which we are revealing today. This represents the collaborative efforts of multiple organizations, and it is becoming a reality today thanks to the hard work and support of many in Brampton, in Canada, and all over the world. Now, first of all, I want to acknowledge the city of Brampton, the mayor, the councillors, and the staff. Your wholehearted support has been instrumental in getting this project to where it is now. Following your approval to establish a Tamil Genocide Memorial Monument here in Brampton, an international architectural competition named the Last Genocide Memorial was run through the Bee Breeders organization. The reference to the last genocide was aspirational, and Bee Breeders received submissions from architects all over the world, and they shortlisted about 40 submissions for review by an expert jury panel. Included professionals and stakeholders and was diverse and international. It had representation from North America, Europe, Asia, and Australia. They evaluated the shortlisted submissions and considered various factors including aesthetics, urban integration, and contextual awareness, and each panelist identified their top 3 candidates. We thank to all the jurists in the panel for their input and guidance. The submission by architect Verina Ramic from Bosnia and Herzegovina was a clear frontrunner, and it was selected as the final design. Our sincere thanks to all participants for their submissions, and especially to Ms. Verina Ramic for her flower design that's eye-catching, that's aesthetically pleasing, and it contextually is intertwined with the Tamil culture. That design form is a reflection of the flower, Kartikepu, the fire lily. Verina notes in her comments that a desire to participate in this competition was due to the experience of genocide in Bosnia. How apt is that? The design that we have selected for the genocide memorial is from someone who experienced genocide in her own country. Now, we believe this design has the potential to become a landmark in Brampton, and it will connect people and cultures that have suffered genocide all over the world during different times. This monument would be another place and another opportunity to integrate the Canadian mosaic. Now, I want to once again thank you, Mr. Mayor, the councillors, for your unwavering support to this project. Special thanks to Councillors Martin Medeiros and Councillor Pat Fortini for your leadership in bringing this project forward to the Council and seeing it through, and for working tirelessly with the community. Thank you to the City of Brampton for showing compassion, for standing up for human rights and human dignity, and for showing leadership to Canada on this. Now, this is a monument that is open to all. Every community that suffered through a genocide, regardless of race, creed, or color, is welcome to attend this monument. They can visit, they can reflect, they can seek solace, and they can commemorate their fallen. This is a monument that keeps the history alive. This is the monument that helps the healing process. Now, this is the monument that reminds our future generations of the painful past of humanity and encourages them to aspire for a better future. I want to thank everyone who have worked on this project all this time and who are still continuing to work. And I want to thank the City of Brampton. You are leading the way. You are showing leadership on this project. Thank you very much. Thank you.